Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Oh boy, we're going to do a good one now. Okay, this video is going to be on statements. Statements that I say and statements that I've heard in other places. And I have to figure out what they're saying. I'm going to tell you the way I figure these statements are. And the statements I make, I want to further clarify them for you. I want to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from when I make these statements, because people tend to, when I say something, they think it's something different than what I'm saying. So I want to try to clarify different statements. This way it may help you understand some of the videos that I've been making. Okay, there's a saying, don't mess with somebody older than you. Well, I learned that saying when I was a young man. I mean, when you're 10 years old, you know you don't mess with the 12-year-olds. And when you're 12, you don't mess with the 14. And the 14, you don't mess with the 16. Normally, the bullies are normally a year or two older when they're young like that and they're starting to learn how to be the bullying. And so, you know, you don't go to them. They normally come to you. And then again, you know, when I was 18, like I say, I was in the jungles of Vietnam, in the Marines, doing stuff that, like I say, put my morals and values to the test. And my morals and values didn't pass the test at 18, but they weren't that strong. But what you did learn was you don't mess with anybody older. And so even now, well, let's see, I was 57 years old when a street gang came into the convenience store. And I say, waving the gun around, scaring everybody. And I don't think they heard of the saying, you don't mess with somebody older than you, because they messed with me. And put a bullet in their face. So, you don't know. People just think and imagine the experiences and the stuff that you've gone through. And just imagine somebody's 5, 10 years older, 20 or 30 years older than you. What kind of experiences have they had? It's better if you don't mess with them. And so there's a good reason why the saying, you don't mess with anybody older than you. Okay, the seat of fire. Okay, I've talked about this before, about how it's used. I use it a lot, and anybody that wants to make you do things that you don't want to do, and that could be anybody. That's the one thing they hold over your head, is the seat of fear. Even as a child, you know, well, if you don't do this, we're going to send you to the office, the principal's office. It's that seat of fear. Everybody has got a place where that seat of fear is going to work. Like I say, I've talked about it in the way of the military and law enforcement and criminals. They use the seat of fear all the time. It's through the way their actions, the way they dress, weapons, just all kinds of stuff. These are all things that will lead to the seat of fear. And what they do is they plant the seed of fear in you, and then once this seed is planted, once it's planted in your mind, then it puts doubt in your abilities. And then there's a chance that you may get hurt. And then once you know there's a chance you may be hurt, now things change. We look at things different. And so that's why when the criminal is going to mug you, he pulls out a gun and says, "Give me your money." Okay, the gun is the seed of fear. It's telling you, there's a chance you're going to get hurt. So he's planting that seed of fear. And like I say, they do it in, like a pack, like criminals. They'll go around, 2, 3, 4, in a bunch. And so then it's the same thing. They'll walk up to you, give me your milk money, this is what they're doing. They're planting that seed of fear. So, and like I say, I use it. I do use it. Because the seed of fear works both ways. And so, when this criminal is getting in position to do bad things to you, and you reach in your pocket and you point your pocket at him, that tells them maybe you have a gun, and you just planted a seed of fear. And so now, remember I told you I'm the old guy, so I do things a little different. I don't always, when I'm going to get my gun, I don't always make it obvious that you're getting ready to get shot. So that falls under the people older than you. And but I will plant that seed of fear by standing upright and looking them right straight in the face. And normally I'm happy and having fun. And when you see that smile go away, normally people know something not too much fun is getting ready to happen. And when I get serious, then I get rid of the smile, because I'm focused on what it is I'm fixing to do to somebody. And it really doesn't make any difference. I can shed that seed of fear. It's hard to put that seed of fear in me. But it can happen. And it happens in other ways. Now, the seed of fear can be done in the way of physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. If you don't have faith, that's why they tell you to have faith. If you don't have faith, then you've weakened yourself and you open yourself up for that seed of fear. So and faith not only is for spiritual, but faith in yourself and your abilities and this kind of stuff. So the seed of fear means a lot. And normally, if I get a little bit of time to prepare, I will start using the seed of fear back on the people, whether it's police, military, criminals. It doesn't make any difference. I can still use the seed of fear too. And on people like that, they think they have the authority over you. And then if they feel that you're not responding, like you don't quite understand that they have the authority over you, and then that right there plants a seed of fear in them. Why is this guy doesn't realize I've got the authority over him? That doubt. I just put that fear in them by giving them that doubt, and that's why the way you act and stuff like that is so important on stuff like that. And I don't know, it's different people got different ways of handling that stuff. But like I say, the seed of fear is very important. You need to be aware of it. I talk about it a lot, and like I say, I've made videos about it. But the seed of fear is used by others, and you can use it yourself. I try to use it in a positive way. Well, I only use it in a positive way, but I use it on negative people. So, and it puts negative thoughts in their minds. But that is the seed of fear. I say this a lot, and that is, we need each other. People have a hard time understanding. They think that they can just pull into their own little world and, hell with everybody. And it doesn't work that way. We need each other. You should work with others during good times, because everybody's got bad times. And it's a lot better and easier once you have the bad times. Then you can work with people easier in the bad times if you've been working with not only those same people, but maybe even other people. You've learned how to work with people, and this will help you get through the bad times. So I always say we need each other, because there's nobody that has everything that they need, either stuff or knowledge. So we need others, and it's an important saying. Now I say I believe that the United States was a great nation because of strong individuals. I believe that the United States, the government was small and it wasn't intrusive at one time. And when it's like that, it stays out of the way. And then when it's out of the way, people can use their imagination. They can try different things. They can do a lot. And as you do more and more things, you learn. And as you learn, you get stronger. Stronger emotionally, stronger mentally, or as you work, you get stronger physically. I mean, you get stronger. And the thing is, the United States was set up so people could be strong. And once they got strong, they started pulling together. And when they pulled together, they did stuff this world has never seen before. This is why the United States was great. It's strong individuals coming together to make things happen. So, strong individuals is the trick to freedom and independence. As I talked about strong individuals, a good example is three-man militias. I try to say it as much as I can. I try to get people motivated to do something with the three-man militias. But that's an excellent example of strong individuals coming together and getting something done. Now, I tell people on three-man militias, don't start or join a three-man militia that has anything to do with guns. When they call themselves a three-man militia in gardening, a three-man militia in chemicals, three-man militia in drones, it doesn't matter what they call the three-man militia. When they say three-man militia, you already take it for granted they have something to do with guns. So that's not the important part. The important part is what is it that this three-man militia is doing. Maybe it's doing something in first aid, or it's doing something in food preparation or food storage, water storage, water purification. In other words, this group has something to share. There are strong people that have come together and they're learning something, and you can join them and learn. And like I say, you can join a three-man militia just for a short period of time, learn something you didn't know anything about, like a three-man militia in shortwave communications. And then you just get together with three guys and you learn how shortwave works. Whether you get a license or don't get a license, it doesn't make any difference. Just learn how it works. And then, like I say, after you learn how it works and all this, you're either going to keep doing it as a really interested hobby, or you just learn something and you just quit. And you can dissolve the three-man militia and move it into something, something different, like construction or mechanicking or horseback riding. Fishing. You can make it into anything you want. You're just coming together and becoming strong. And that's when you hear me talk about three-man militia. That's what I'm talking about. Get together, learn something, or if you already know it, get together with others and share what you know with others. But this is the way to do it. Three-man militia. Now the thing is, if you're already set up as a three-man militia, and then you've got other three-man militias in the area, in time of emergencies, you can come together and organize very quick. You won't have any problem in organizing. But if you just have a whole bunch of individuals that know stuff, then you have to bring them together and try to organize and all this in a short period of time. You're not going to be able to do it. It gets confusing. But if you've already done it, then it's no big deal. And like I say, so you can become strong very quick after a disaster or just for fun. Three-man militia. Think about it. Start one, you join one.